on, yeah. This is the spot that you come up strong, you heard? Seekers Cheto gon' play that song, yeah.
This is the come up show where that feel good music lives, real recognized, real. You know, the show is from London, Ontario, but today we're here in Scarborough with my man right here. Introduce yourself, sir.
Gangis Khan, aka Camoflauge, aka Gangis the Greasy. Yeah, it's that real street shit, nigga. That Gangis the Greasy, yeah. Gangis the Greasy, nigga, back on that dungeon. Deep water spit ninja, we the dungeon masters. You get found with your scalp pulled backwards.
How important is it, because you do rep Scarborough, like how important is to rep where you're from?
It's very important because I've been to a lot of places, you know, in my life, and Scarborough's the only spot I call home. Right now we're on Eglinton between Midland and Brimley. And you know, we call this the Gaza right here. This strip right here is where I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to Vanier, which is down the street right there. And you know, everybody is generally from Southside Scarborough knows about this strip right here. You know, they've been on this strip. And, you know, this is my people's clothing store. You know?
Soft ass niggas get peeled like a kiwi.
You haters keep talking, but y'all ain't stopping me from doing my thing. I'm trying to get my pockets all swole so a nigga got.
You know, up on your bio that when you went to school in India as a kid, you got into trouble a lot. Got kicked out in Kuwait, the same thing. In Canada, the same thing. You were kicked out at age 17. What was it? What were you going through that time when you were young? Why were you so troublesome as a kid?
I think, you know, I was always mischievous and everything, but I think, you know, when the war broke out, you know, the Gulf War broke out, me and my parents got separated, you know, so that separation right there, you know, my parents they got stuck in Kuwait, and we got stuck in Bombay with, you know, my older cousins, and them being, you know, bachelor type of guys, you know, they were already in their 20s, you know, we were picking up all their bad habits, you know, and there was no one really looking out for us in that sense, you know, where they didn't know what we were learning, you know what I mean? So we just learned a lot of bad shit, and it stemmed from there, and you know, and it just led to, you know, coming here. Now came here, didn't really have no friends when we first came because we knew, and you know, just, you know, to fit in, it felt like we had to get in trouble. You know, when you're young, you think like that, right? You're just trying to fit in, and it just led from fitting in to, you know, to necessity now. You know, we came and we needed money, so a lot of the bad things we did, a lot of trouble we got into was related to getting money. So, you know, that's kind of how it all began, and it's how it kind of ended that on that note too. It's kind of how we started rapping too, on the same note. You know what I mean? It just, you know, all the thugs were rapping, so we started rapping. You know, and we were thugging it out. So, you know, it just led to what you see today. You know, I guess that's how the problems really began. You know, when me and my folks got separated.
The mixtape, the latest one, is Cardog Millionaire. Obviously inspired, taken from the movie Slumdog Millionaire. What was it about that movie that made you name the mixtape after?
Yeah, that movie just reminded me of myself and, you know, my brother. It's funny how there was two of us. You know, we seen the movie and it was two of them. You know, and they're running through their little slum. It just reminded me of me. It was about time I felt that they made a movie how sick it could get back in India, because, you know, I remember, you know, when I went to the States a couple years ago, and Americans couldn't believe I was Indian because they don't really have Indian thugs out there, or whatever the word you want to call it, just, you know, hip-hop heads and stuff like that. Like, you know, in the States, generally, you know, the Indian people they would come across was, like, you know, like fresh Indians, like right off the boat, you know what I'm saying? Like, just real Indianized people, you know. So, you know, I felt it was just, you know, that movie right there was a good look, you know, people could see, you know, because ever since I came to Canada, I've been trying to tell people, you know, how greasy it is back home, and I don't think they would really believe, you know, how sick it could get, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one fronts like they're bad back there. Back there, if you're bad, you're bad, and you can't front about it. You know what I mean? You get killed out there fronting if you're bad and stuff. So, you know.
With the ladies, little man, I'm stuffing them. They call me Big Daddy Gorilla Graham.
Ever since we started doing the music, you know, we've been getting a lot of attention, positive and negative. You know, it's brought me everything I wanted it to bring me. You know, it's kind of like it's like that movie The Secret. You know, you know what you want in life, you'll get out of it. And I feel like music is a tool. You know, whoever uses music as a tool, they get what they want quicker. You know.
Now, I'm impressed that you watch The Secret and do you believe in that philosophy?
Sure. Of course, yes.
Hey yo, it's Gangis, the greasy, Toronto for sheezy. I'm always easy, my baby. I be on TV, believe me. You know me, I get that street love.
Wu-Tang is one of the most influential hip-hop groups in the golden eras. They have this strong influence. What is it about Wu-Tang that you think everybody from the 90s loves, and the influence that they had on you?
I think Wu was the first to bring education to hip-hop. Bluntly. You know what I'm saying? People were doing that. People still try and do that. You know, you got MCs like Common and Most Def and stuff like that, but they weren't really, you know, making you, you know, learn things. There's quotes and there's sayings and there's all kinds of, you know, lines from Wu-Tang songs that, you know, today I'll hear it in a movie or I'll read it in a book and I'll be like, okay, you know, that's what the Abbott was talking about. That's what people were talking about, you know. So, you know, that's Wu-Tang was just, you know, excuse me. I'm not the biggest Wu-Tang fan, but Wu-Tang is the best. Wu-Tang was the best. They're the reason why half of the people rap today, and why half of the people, you know, started getting better at rap because of Wu-Tang. You know, they were real educational. You know, that's pretty much, you know, all I can say about Wu, man. They, you know, Wu-Tang, man.
You've got a second chance in life. You were shot a few years ago. You had open heart surgery. Man, what did that whole experience, man, teach you looking back on it?
You know, people ask me this question, you know, so many times that, you know, I think I keep giving the same answer, you know. And that is, you know, I just learned that life, it's a gift, man. You know what I mean? It's like, what else can you learn from it, right? You know what I mean? Other than to take advantage of it and, you know, go get it in. Otherwise, you're wasting it. You're wasting the gift you've been given.
Is there anything else that you want to add to the people out there?
Just keep it real, man. That's it, man. Just keep it real. Just be yourself. You know, we run into a lot of dudes that screw their face when they see us, you know, and it's like they're waiting for us to smile. Hey, we smile first, you know, it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But just keep it real. That's all it is, man, you know. I can't tell you how to live, you know what I'm saying? But if you were asking me, just keep it real. Be yourself.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, Camo. Keep doing your thing, you know what I mean? This is the Come Up Show where that feel-good music lives. Real, recognize real. We out.
I'm so